Okay.
Um, I'm sharing my screen with you. I think you are
All right.
you are
Yeah.
you are seeing the Kaggle page, the
Yes.
Titanic page, correct?
Yeah. Sure.
Uh, do you know Python? Do you know the language? What's your experience with the language? Please tell me a little bit first.
Okay. I'm just a beginner in Python.
Okay. And this is your first experience with machine learning, right?
Yeah. Sure. This is my
Okay.
first experience.
Um,
Mm.
I think I didn't tell that, but English is not my native language. So if you if you don't understand, please just interrupt and ask me for explaining in a different way. Okay?
Sure. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here I am at Titanic page.
Yeah.
Um, you have some tutorials here. It's very. I think it's kind of easy to start.
Okay.
There is a tutorial here they recommend. You
Okay.
you can see here the link I opened
Sure.
before, and
Okay.
and there are steps here of what you have to do, where you have to click. For example, the first part here is to join the competition. So I think I'm logged here.
Okay.
I can just do the beginning. What I did here is to sign in. I
Yeah.
used my Google account. So
Yeah.
I think you have a Google account. Um,
Sure.
and then the login part is ended. I can do the first part, which is join the competition. So
Sure.
I will click here. Um, I don't I don't we can read some information here. I think all competitions have their specific rules, so this is an important part. You have to read, you
Yeah.
have to understand. I can open here, so we can read some things here. um, I think this is maybe there's some pattern between the competitions, between different competitions, but
Sure.
probably there are some specific uh, rules. So
Yeah.
they tell here. I think I already see some videos talking about it. There are some competitions where you can subscribe a team, where you can
Mm-hmm.
join as a team.
Yeah.
Um, I will do this Titanic alone, but there is a limit from submissions. I think it's they for
That's
this
for the team.
yeah,
Okay.
and it's explaining here about the final submissions where I can select. So as I
Okay.
said before, I never read this, and this Titanic competition has a simple rule. So I will just click here. I understand and accept. Okay. So
Okay.
I accepted, and if I if I understood correctly, I'm participating on this competition.
Yeah.
We both.
Yeah. We both.
uh,
Yeah.
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 So this first part he explains about the challenge. I don't know if you already read about it, but the
Yeah. I
Titanic,
did.
yeah, the Titanic challenge is about trying to predict who will survive, considering some features from the people from the Titanic. So
Yeah.
they explain some things about the data here. This is
Mm.
the tutorial, which
Yeah.
is which is which the link is at the overview page. So
Okay.
I'm just following the informations. So
Yeah.
he tells about the data. They have an example of a submission file. I think this is the gender submission. You have
Okay.
a test file and a train
Okay.
file. So we will
Yes.
start with the
With
train
the brain
with the
fire.
train file. Yes.
Yeah.
At
Mm.
this tutorial, you also have some code examples. For example, he tells about the notebook. Do you know Jupyter Notebook?
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
you did labs from the course using notebooks?
Yeah.
Okay,
From yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is the same idea, maybe with
Sure.
some differences. You have a notebook here. Um, let's try to understand here where can we start a code or a notebook code. Here is just
Okay.
the data tab
Yeah.
for submission. So you will download the Ginger submission file and submit it to the competition. Begin by clicking on the download link to the right of the name of the file. Um, Click on the blue submission predictions. So what I understood here is that the submission is a file. So we
Yeah.
will create a notebook, um, create a model to predict things,
Yes.
and this model will give us a file as a
Mm-hmm.
result, né, a
Yeah.
prediction or some predictions which we have to construct a file, and we have to
Mm-hmm.
submit this. The tutorial is telling how to test the submission, so we can click at the data uh, session here. We can see the submission here.
Yeah.
We can do the download here. Uh, let's try. So he tells at this tutorial that we can test our first submission with this gender submission file. So I will click on the submission predictions here.
Okay.
Um, let's get that file to test. Oh, there are some things from my work here. Do you work or you are just studying at the moment?
I'm just studying at the moment.
Great. I work here in Brazil with industrial automation.
Wow. So what do you do? What's your
I
job description?
Yeah, I work as a manager from a team. I we 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 have a team for developing software products. So my team is responsible for 3 or 4 products from the company. So we have to develop, to maintain, and to improve these products. Some of these
Wow.
products will in the future use. I think they will use in the future machine learning and other things we are learning at our course.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah. So I have put the file here, and I will test the make submission button. I will just do a test. Let's see. Maybe this is my first one. Okay, I did my first submission. Here we have the score, and this can tell us about our mother, how it is or how it isn't good.
Uh,
So I will continue with the tutorial here.
okay.
Now it's the notebook part. We can create a notebook, and
Okay.
let's click here, notebook, uh, create a new notebook. You can select other languages. I will select Python, which for me
Okay.
is what I work with.
All
You
right.
can also choose between a notebook or a script. I
Yeah.
will I will select notebook.
Yeah.
Um,
It's better.
yeah, it's better to see, test, and and run things. So I think
Yeah.
he's creating the environment for me.
Sure. Yeah.
Titanic is ready to use. Let wait some seconds. I don't know which type of machine we have here. We can see later some specifications about it. But you can also use Google Colab. Do you know Google Colab?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a free notebook from Google. You could also use there to test and then copy or put your notebook here.
Okay.
I think this is.
What about running okay, let's say running a model in a, let's say, a managed service like Azure Machine Studio, and then we upload our results in the Kaggle.
I think it's possible. I don't know if you can just put the submission file there, but I think
Yes.
after or at the end of the competition, you have to prove
Yeah.
how you got that result. So I think in some moment
Oh,
you will have to show your code. This is what I heard or what I saw at some videos or tutorials about it. Okay,
okay.
but I think in some moment you will have to show or to prove how you got that result.
Wow.
Yes, it's really interesting. Um, so I will start with the cell. I will run it. I think we just have some importing libraries here, NumPy and Pandas. I think this is um, just some common libraries. We can import others here. I will run this cell. Let's see. So at these paths we have those files.
Yeah.
We can start testing these files. Let's see what the tutorial tells us. Just what I did, he tells to run it and to load the data, so we can also copy from here, but
Yeah.
we could also search from pandas libraries tutorials how to read the file. For example, in this case, we are reading and doing some exploration analysis into the training data. So let's see here.
Yeah.
So he gave us some informations about it.
About
The
the data.
Yeah, about the data, the five
Okay.
first rows from it. Um,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
we can do also some commons. We can also call some common methods like describe, which uh, give us some informations about the distribution from the the file. There's another one which is
Yeah.
really common, the info. I think it is. Now we can see that we have 891 entries. Um, some of them are are entirely with not new values, but some of them, for
Yeah.
example,
Okay.
this age, we have some some null values, and this cabin, we have some null values. So for
So does that mean that we're having some missing values in the data?
yes, we have to we will have to handle with this in some moment, okay?
Yeah.
But I will just follow the the tutorial here. I think
Yeah.
it's a good option. He tries to
Yeah.
do this the same with the test data. I think
Okay.
just to test the reading part.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So let's see. Well, now I think he tries to explore things and sometimes test some things about the data. For example, at this cell, he's trying to show us the percentage of uh, women women who
Yeah.
which survived. Okay, let's
Yeah.
try. Let's
Yeah.
see this. Uh, uh, let's see how much. Let's just print this value here. So we have here that maybe we being a woman at Titanic, you have more chances. Okay, we
Of
can.
survivor.
Yeah, let's see the male's chance. Whoa, it's a huge difference here. Yeah. So it's this thing that he described here is just to test. Oh, I forgot this print. As you can see, following the tutorial, we will see some tips about important features or informations that our data has. Okay, um,
Yeah.
this is one important feature. The sex column is an important feature. Um,
Yeah.
so here, I think he this tutorial suggests using the random forest classifier. I don't know if you know this algorithm, but you can see at scikit-learn library some useful informations about it. For example,
Okay.
just googling this, looking the first one, you can read about it. You can understand how the algorithm um, uh, runs and what are the hyperparameters and possible adjustments which can be done. Um, I think this is it. So we can just copy it at this moment, but we can also understand what we are
Yeah.
doing and how to improve. For example, here
Yeah.
he's he's separating the our target, which is to
Okay.
try to tell if the person will survive or not, the
Yeah.
passenger will survive or not. Here
Mm.
he is doing a feature manipulation. He's transforming some features in another features. I don't know if at the course we use this, but I think yes. It's remember if we are at the course there are some models telling about uh, uh, transforming categories
Yeah.
into
Yes.
columns or
Yeah.
into a numeric column. For
Yes.
these get dummies, will transform. We can erase this part so you can see this. For example, uh, this this
Is it the
This,
one called?
yes, yes. I will. He will. This method will transform these four columns in other columns, which has for each class of them the number 0 or 1. Um,
We have.
Before running this, I will run. Uh, I will just put here for you for you to see the difference. Um,
Okay.
okay, here we are seeing that we have this for the sex column, male, female.
Uh-huh.
The get dumbs, we will see what the get dumbs will do for this situation. Okay,
Yeah.
so I erased the rest of the code. Here I'm just calling the get dumbs to see what
Mm-hmm.
he will return for us. Um, for the two columns, the columns that are just numeric, I think he didn't do anything. But for the column which is a categoric column, he created two columns with one for each class. Okay, uh,
Mm-hmm.
so this is what the get dummies will do for us. This is
Okay.
important. Not we could do this transformation using scikit-learn libraries too, but this get dummies from pandas is much easier. So it's a useful method to to record.
All right.
So I will copy again our code here. So after this feature transformation, he do the same with the test data. So he creates the she's as the training using the training data and the she's
Yeah.
test using the test data.
Test data.
Before this, he calls the random classifier using some hyperparameters which we can change before. Uh, uh,
Before running the.
yes, before running and looking for the score from our our model. So I will run
Yeah.
here. As you can see, he will at the end of the cell he will create a submission file, and he will do this using the test data. So here are our predictions. So we have to predict using the test, and the test result here, passenger ID, and the predictions from our model will will be our submission file. Okay,
Okay.
so
Mm.
we will run the cell. Um, we created the submission file, and he explained here that our submission file has been saved. We can also see at the data. Let me back here. Let's see if the data is accessible from our. I think I have to click at the data from our panel. Well, maybe the data is something that is cannot be accessible. I think there was another panel. Let me see. Let me come back to Titanic page. I was trying to see the data here. Let me see if
Yeah.
no. I thought that this submission file was going to be listed here, but it wasn't.
It's not that.
So we have to understand how to get this file to submit as a solution for
Yeah,
this classifier, this competition. So let's
yeah,
continue here. Improve your score. Um, Explore a pattern. I think these are some things that we can do. I was just let let's see here. Remember our goal. We want to find patterns in trains
yeah.
CSV.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see how our model scored.
Sports.
I don't know if you remember how to do that, but I will I will use scikit-learn library. Um, Scikit-learn, for example, accuracy. We will we will import. I'm trying to show you what you can do if you don't know how to get the accuracy from the model. Okay, so
Okay.
we will import this. Um, we will we will use this call method.
Okay.
So our our output is, I think it's from the test. Okay, so I
Mm.
think our test data survive. And I think here is our predictions. So let's see our accuracy. Survive it. Does I think our test data doesn't have. Let's see columns from the test data. Oh, I think they can't give this column because it would be giving you the answers. So at the test data we don't have this. I think for a machine learning um, uh, default sequence here, we have to split the training data into test
Yes, it
and,
is.
and train,
Yeah,
so we can
yeah,
evaluate how is our model.
yeah.
So again, I will I will use train test split here, and we can change some things here and call again. So we can do um, if you have any doubts, please let me explain.
Sure.
Let me try to explain. Okay.
All right. All
So
right.
here we are splitting our feature. I think we can do this with the train data, train data, um, and also with our. Let me put here. I think we can use the X here. Um, so we will have a train. We can use train here. I will get this out of here first,
Okay.
and we'll
Yeah.
put it at the end, so we can evaluate our score with the model. I
Uh,
think this is what we have learned at the course. Okay, for
yeah.
improving our model, we have to test. So we
Yeah.
train using a part of the data. Sometimes
Yes.
this splitting is important. How we will
Yes.
split, how we will do this.
Yeah.
Um, uh, let's see. We're doing this. So we will, let's put here at the end. So this is we will test. Now we have to predict using the test. Let's, we can do this with our X test here. In Brazil we
Mm.
say X for the X.
For what?
For the X we say X here in Brazil.
Oh.
So we will, let me try here. Um, let's run this code. Oh, survived again. Our y true is y test. So we can just put the y test here.
Okay.
0.8. So it's a good start.
A good one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do better than this, but I think we can stop at this moment with this course and test the end. For example,
Yeah.
how we can do the submission from our result, but we can always try other models or other algorithms, adjust
Yeah.
the hyperparameters to do better. Okay,
Yeah.
for example, we can
Yeah.
change here the number of estimators to 15 and test again.
Mm.
um, there is no change. um,
Okay.
we can try to put 200 and test again. Oh, it starts to improve. Okay, so there
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
some things that we can do here. There are other things that we can do with the data that are also important, but we will try to get at the end of the competition, which is submit a score file. So here
Yeah.
again we can create the file using our model.
Here we can.
Let me see again what I did. I think I there's a test data, and I think we have to use it again using our features here. I think I I changed the X test here, so here is the test
Okay.
data.
Yes.
Could not convert string to float. Let's see again. Predictions model point prediction. Um, test. What are we doing wrong here? Could not convert string to float. Oh, I think we have to do the get dummies again here. This error is
Well.
because the model we are using don't handle strings automatically. So we,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
forgot to do this. I will
Conversion there.
call final test here, just to make different from the other. Okay, again we have a file. Um, let's see our tutorial again. Now he tries to explain how to improve, or maybe he's
Model.
suggesting some some ways on how to improve. Um, he's explaining here the random forest model, which is also
Okay.
important to understand, but I think we can
Yeah.
do this later. And
Yeah.
submit to competition. Click on the output tab on the right of the screen. So let's see. Oh, I have my. Just a minute.
All right, sir.
This is my son.
Uh,
João, just a minute. I will. Eu brinco com você depois, pode ser? Papai tá terminando aqui, tá bom? Eu sei, mas eu brinco com você depois. He wants to play soccer.
ooh, but
We can do this later.
soccer this week.
No, I already played with him today. We can
Okay.
do this later. He can wait.
Oh,
So let's see here. Uh, he he tell at the tutorial he tells about an output. Let's see if we have the data here. Oh, we have an output here. Uh, Whoa, we have our file here. Our file is here. So we can
okay.
um, download the file as we did
Yes.
before.
Yeah.
I will say this is our submission file. It's not mine's, just mine. So we have our submission here. We can return to this page, submit
Yeah.
predictions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put our
Upload.
submission again here.
Mm.
Make submission. So our score is 0.779. I don't remember
Wow.
which was our last score, but
Our
uh,
last score was 0.8, I guess.
0.8.
Eight, eight, eight with some
So
numbers. Yeah.
this model is worst from the other one, but it's kind of a normal thing.
Yeah.
I think this is what we are trying to learn, right? We are trying
Yes. Sure. Sure.
to use the data, learn with the data, and
Yeah.
before that, improve our model.
Yes.
So
Yes.
as I said before, I this is my first time too. I think uh, I think it was not so difficult. There are
And you have
some
done a great job.
yeah, we have done. um, yeah. So do you have any doubts? That is there something that you would like to test or do here, or do you think this is enough for our first Kaggle submission?
Well, with the steps you have taken to show the process of running those models, I think I grabbed the G's here. I
Okay,
think a little of yeah, I've grabbed. If I will start something to, I believe I can run or submit a project to
great.
with with these steps you have just shown.
So I think this is it. um, I can help you again if you want. We can do this when you have your laptop, which is
Yeah.
which is the person who shares with you the laptop? Is it
Uh,
a family one, a
yeah,
friend?
it's a friend. It's a friend.
It's a friend, a great friend.
Yeah,
Is he doing
yeah,
the
yeah.
course either?
No, no.
No. Nice.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so I think this is it. If you when you have your laptop, you can call me, and maybe we
Okay.
can do the opposite. You can share
Yeah,
your screen, and
yeah.
we I can follow and help you do your first submission. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, that would be
Okay.
great.
Okay, Paul. It was a pleasure to do this with you. I hope you get your laptop to test, and maybe
All
your
right.
own laptop soon. You
I, I,
deserve
I
that.
pray so.
Yeah, as I said, it's it's a great inspiration what you told me today at Slack. So um, continue with that spirit. It's nice
Thank you.
to have you as a colleague at the course.
Thank you. Thank you. And
Okay, Paul.
it's also nice to have somebody who will guide you through, the learning process. Just like I told you, I'm just a beginner in this. This is my first time of taking this course, and then with people like you by my side, I guess I'll reach that limit that that I'm supposed to reach.
Great. Um, if I can give you some tips, um, first I think you have to continue with the learning. Studying is very important. Um,
Okay.
the Python language is something that you can learn very fast. There's another thing which can help you work with it or gain some experience with it. There are some sites where you can be a teacher. There are some. I can send you the links after our
All right.
call, uh,
All right.
and at the sites you can act as a teacher, helping others. Maybe you can start just not. Gain some money with it, but
Wow.
at the future, when you are more experienced guy,
Mm.
you can uh, gain money with it. It's not difficult to start helping others, and
All right.
I personally think that when you teach, you learn fast, so you
Sure.
can
Sure.
yeah, you can start just without the money thing, and when
Yeah.
you learn more about, you can start to receive money for these teachings. So I can send you. It's I think it's a way to start and to receive money for it. Of
Wow.
course, having a notebook at this moment is important, but
Mm.
sometimes it's just you viewing what the other person is doing and you telling her what to do. For example, someone doesn't know how to use scikit-learn, so you can
Yeah.
explain. Oh, scikit-learn is a library, is machine learning library,
Mm.
or something we learned it during the course, the Microsoft course, and you can teach
Yes.
others. Uh, yes, it's. I think it's always possible that we have something to teach others. Okay,
That's
so
true.
um, besides that, I think you are on the right way. We have to learn and to do our best, and I think you're doing great.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay,
I've,
Paul.
uh, Heber, right? Did I
Eber,
pronounce the name? Heber.
Eber,
Heber.
Eber.
Okay.
it's It's always difficult.
Ever.
Even in Brazil, it's difficult. My name. You
Once again, thank you for staying up late this time to help me.
okay? It was a pleasure.
It's nice having you. I'm so sorry for taking those hours that you're supposed to spend with your family. I can
No,
see your son coming to want to play soccer with you.
no, it was a pleasure to help. I'm very
Thank
glad
you
to help.
very much.
Okay,
Um,
your
um,
name is Paul. Paul. Paul
yes,
Azaya.
Paul. Yes, Paul. Yeah,
Paul Azaya.
yes.
Okay, nice. Nice to meet you, Paul.
Thank you very much, Heber.
You are welcome. Bye bye.
Yes, have a good night, guys.
For you too. Bye bye.
Yeah, my regards to your family.
Okay, I will.